Hello, truth seekers. Lawrence here, and welcome to Easy Enlightenment. So, spiritual enlightenment reference us to let go the ego. Why? Because ego is the false self. Ego is the illusion self. It is false because it is the constructed self. It is the manufactured self through experience. Whatever experience we go through in life always leaves the residue as an idea, isn't it? And when we identify ourselves with the idea, when we move with the idea, when we attach to the idea, the attachment shows that we are denying the truth. And because of the denial of the truth, there is a constant suffering. There is never ending conflict, fear. So our experience shows that identifying ourselves with anything outside the truth doesn't dissolve the fear in life, doesn't uproot the root of this suffering. Definitely, identifying ourselves with anything, it's fun. Yes, there's a struggle as well. The dualistic experience is there. But it's not the freedom, true freedom. So, right now in your life, you are somebody, isn't it? You have gained certain level in your life, in your career. Now, how did you end up achieving that career and also the physical freedom? Simply through experience, isn't it? You put yourself in the world, you identify yourself with something. We human being gives the meaning to it as an art, craft. So we identify ourselves with the craft. Yes, we are mindful in the craft. And because of the mindful meditation, outward meditation, you have gained some level of freedom. You have achieved stability. You know how to have fun. But to maintain that fun, maintain that stability, you are constantly in the game. And also you have the perception of losing what you have. That's the reality, isn't it? Yes, there is a fun, but also you are afraid of losing your identification. You're afraid of losing the fun that you have gained so far. So, the fear of losing already shows that identifying ourselves with something, adding layers on ourselves is not the true freedom. Freedom from the fear, freedom from the conflict. When we align with something, when we identify ourselves with a something, it's the extension on you. Extension on you. Like the samurai and the sword. Sword is the extension of the samurai. So whatever you identify yourself is the extension. Is the physical extension, is the mental extension, is the emotional extension, and psychological extension. Any extension is the layers on the consciousness, but not the consciousness itself. And the identification itself makes you forget who you are, makes you blind not to see what is true in you. And this is happening from our childhood to till now. Even we are the consciousness, we are the truth. The truth is within us. But we're not able to realize that what is true in us. Why? Because the experience is so powerful. When we open the eyes, we see the world. The world is colorful. The color attracts us. And we just give in ourselves to the world. Isn't it? And this has been happening from our childhood to till now. So this is our this has become the second nature, to be part of the world. And by being part of the world for long enough, there's a fear. There's a fluctuation. And because of the fear, fluctuation, conflict, there's a desire for freedom. There's a desire to align with the God. The desire for truth. The desire to know oneself. And because of this desire, we are associating with the spiritual practice. Suffering makes us seek freedom, and when you start to align with the freedom, freedom is reminding us you got to let go. If you want to be free, you have to let go. And letting go is the toughest part, isn't it? Whatever you are right now in your life is your blood, sweat, and tears with meaning behind. So when you made yourself somebody in the world today, how can you let go? You 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 went through the battle in your life to make yourself. And the spiritual journey is asking you to let go, to be free. There's a surge of fear resurface. When the fear resurfaces, we give up the practice to be free. We numb ourselves and we just build this coping mechanism in us and go with the routine, healthy routine, positive routine. Better than being negative, but the positive routine, healthy routine doesn't help to dissolve the fear that is already there at the base. No matter how much we move with this positive identification, the fear is always lingering. That's why. So even that positive movement is the layer on you, is not who you are. And because of that, there's the constant struggle. So here's the thing, when you understand that freedom is about letting go, and when the fear comes in, now you examine your fear. Without examining yourself, you won't be able to let go. You won't be able to let go. Whatever so-called letting go is happening in your life, it just it's just an illusion, because you are letting go to create a space to feel something in. So it's just an exchange. Yes, the exchange from complexity to simplicity. But simplicity is still not the freedom. It brings sudden ease, but it doesn't end the fear. Simplicity doesn't end the fear. Simplicity, maintaining simplicity itself, is coming from the place of fear. So, simplicity is another extension in you. So, the simple approach is self examination. Yeah, simplicity will help you to create a space to work on yourself. In that sense, is great. But just maintaining the simplicity and ignoring the inward journey or self inquiry is still a failure to be free. So, the true letting go can only happen through self inquiry. Self inquiry is the path to understand the nature of the mind, to see how the mind comes into existence and how we attach to the mind and make the mind real. This is a crucial aspect of the spiritual freedom, seeing the nature of the mind, becoming thorough of the mind. When you are thorough, that thoroughness prepares you to see the truth. And when you see the truth, then only you can truly let go. Letting go, truly letting go, means you're not attached to any mental drama. You're not attached to the physical world. You let things come and let things go without holding on to anything. And that can only happen when you see the truth of who you are. And so again, to see the truth of who you are, you gotta let go every extension in you. So you have to let go. Again, so I should change this word uh, from letting go to examination, investigation. To let go, one must investigate oneself. So, investigate your friction, investigate your attachment, why you are attached. You ask yourself, why am I attached to this persona? Why am I attached to the world? Why do I have this fear in me? Fear of uncertainty, fear of losing, fear of unknown, fear of death, whatever fear, whatever attachment, whatever day to day life conflict you go through. Start exploring your your conflict, your friction you experience day to day. Because if you do that, that is, you're trying to understand your moment, why the moment is unfolding, however it's unfolding for you. There's a deeper reason behind your experience of conflict for you, behind the experience of fear, the fight. So you can look directly to your emotional entanglement, deeper entanglement, or your day-to-day experience, whichever you want to choose, whatever you want to work on, it will always lead you to the same place. So whatever you want to use to trace the mind backward, it's okay. It will always lead you to the same place. So there's the idea in the world that many paths, one destination. So it is true. If you investigate, examine your experience, it will lead you to the same place. Today you examine something, it lead you to the same place. Tomorrow you examining another experience, lead you to the same thing. So in that sense, many paths, one destination. That's correct. But the world has a different view. People have their own people have their own practice. There's different kinds of practice. And and there are practices, it's outwardly. Even the meditation practice can be outwardly. If we are not tracing the mind backward to figure out the root cause of the suffering and eliminating the root, then the meditation is outwardly. So if you are associating with the outward journey and having the idea that many paths, one destination, is simply the ego's uh, play. Right now, when the truth is missing, who you are is the ego identification. And ego doesn't like to be told that that's not the way. Ego always want to make make sure that I am doing the right thing. But it is the right thing. Is it the right thing? And how to realize whether it's right or wrong by through self-inquiry. You know, this is a simple reflection. Is am I able to be? Am I free? Am I free from my inner conflict? Am I free from my fear? If you have the fear of uncertainty, unknown, that shows that the path that you chose aligned with is limited. Anyway, so enlightenment journey, spiritual journey is about dying in the ego, death of the ego. Why? Because the ego is a constructed self, manufactured self through experience. Identifying ourselves, holding on to that constructed self is an act of denial of who we are. And because of that, the suffering is there in life. So if you want to overcome the suffering, overcome the fear, so the solution is examining our attachment, examining our identification. And that's a simple approach. So, um, if nothing is working, try this method: self inquiry. Turn the awareness back to yourself, trace your mind backward, ask yourself, who am I? If nothing is working, give this practice a go and see what happens. Okay. um Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video, and you take care for now.